Well, hello and welcome to a new video where we are going to take a look at the performance of Skyrim, the special edition, on the Intel UHD 620 iGPU inside an i7-8550U CPU. And this one is inside a Lenovo Thinkpad X1 tablet generation 3, which means it has also 16 gigabytes of dual channel memory accompanying it. And it also sadly means that you can see that we right now feeding the CPU 25 watts, but this is probably going to go down to around 10 watts because that is that's like the maximum wattage this CPU is allowed to feed on the long term in this tablet. And that means that we may see a bit of a reduced performance as compared to an i7-8550U or even an i5, which would be fed this 26 or 25 watt constantly. But yeah, let's just use the 25 watt as long as we can. And there it goes. Yeah, we're down to 8 watts now. And I can definitely feel that it does not feel as smooth any longer as it did in the few seconds before. So it's not optimal here for this tablet. Obviously, if you have a bigger laptop with this CPU, you probably will get more performance out of it than what we see here, but it still should give us a good indication just how well this runs. And yeah, this is the low settings at 720p without any anti-aliasing enabled. And as compared to the Intel Iris 6100 as well as the Intel HD 4000, which I've tested in the two MacBook Pros from 2012 and 2015 a few days ago, this one definitely, even at 10 watts, feels way smoother than the iGPUs from these systems, which I find very interesting because you were allowed to zip around, I think it was 30 watts. So this is definitely a lot more energy efficient and at the same time a lot more powerful, or at least it is more optimized. I really don't know which one is the case here, but yeah, so far this seems to be a very nice experience here, at least at the 30 to 40 watts or 30 to 40 FPS here. And we can see that we are now at around the 15 watts on the CPU again. So this is probably contributing to this one feeling a lot more smooth than it did just a few seconds ago. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't look all that great at the low settings here. You can see all the grass popping in just a few meters ahead of you. But if you really want to play it on an integrated iGPU, which is not one of the current ones, which would be the Intel Iris Xe or the Intel Arc GPU in the new CPUs, then it's still a good choice, I would say, to have. Because this definitely is the first time or the first iGPU from the Intel GPUs that I've tested so far, which actually manages to get a playable experience out of this game. Because I think the iGPU from the MacBook Pro from 2015 was really only getting around, 20 FPS here, which definitely did not feel all that playable. Let's just talk to this guy, and let's not. All right. But yeah, I would say it's absolutely playable and definitely enjoyable here. I mean, graphics wise, you can obviously get a better performance or a better. You can't really go up all that much with the graphics because if you go to medium or even high settings, then you will definitely get to the 20 FPS or lower. But you could fiddle around with the settings a little bit more to get the render distance or the popping in distance of some of the things here a bit better. All right. Hello, hello. And in that case, I would say the game would look a lot more, a lot better because if you have all these things, especially the grass and the vegetation popping in just a few meters ahead of you, then this doesn't look all that great. And if you look at all the objects in the distance, obviously they are very low resolution and very low. Oh, yeah, you can see that. I mean, if we go, go away. Look at this mountain and just look how the details are popping in. Oh, or maybe now it just stays detailed after all. Okay, but yeah, we're already exceeding the 6 gigabyte or the 8 gigabyte RAM limit here, or the 8 gigabyte of RAM, which some systems have. And so it's a good idea to have the 16 gigabytes in your system that this one has, I guess, for Skyrim as well. Even though I don't really think 8 gigabyte would be a big bottleneck for this game here. But yeah, if you want to play Skyrim on an Intel UHD 620 or Intel HD 620 or 520 for that matter, because they're really just all the same graphics GPUs with different names, then I think in Skyrim, in a special edition, you will definitely be able to play through the game and have no problem with that.